Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's race, tier 3. No, it's tier 1. Round 3 at Australia. Evening, Colin. Evening, Tanner. Cheers for the weather, Colin. All dry, minimal threat of rain. Flicks first out on track, so we'll stick on board with his outlap. Evening, Glock, mate. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's had a good week. Looking forward to the weekend. And here we go now, Flicks underway into turn 1 for the first time on a hot lap. First of the 4 DRS zones open. Four DRS zones, just 2 detection points, which is a little strange, especially if you get the move done in the first one. You get a second batch of DRS, just to make sure you've secured the move. This long back straight now. He looks nice and tidy there through the chicane. Not too bad through there either. That is probably one of the worst corners on the track for me, that 90-degree right-hander. I hate it. Hate the track. Hate the corner. This final corner as well, and all struggle there on Sunday with no traction. Flicks now, final DRS activated and run to the line. First lap is a 16.4. Kieran 17.1. So just 7 tenths off on his first run. Who else have we got? Mechanical's not far off, so we'll stick on with him. He's next as well, got a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's just the McLaren of Flicks getting out of the way. And Mechanical now up to the line, 16.8. Rick next, but he's not been burning, so it'll be Airways. As Glock says, think this will be a return to normality up front, barring any bottles. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's one of them tracks, mate, where it does have. Why's Airways got intermediates on? Why's Airways on inters? That's definitely a strategy fuck up. But yeah, getting back to that point, I think it is one of the tracks where it's probably quite easy to make a mistake or, you know, get caught in a battle somewhere you don't want to. A few more times coming now. Harold 16.6, Bocky 16.7, Moritz 17.4, Rick 19.8, but that was his burner lap. Rick will be pushing now. And he is. Who else have we got? Cavalis, Barks just crossed the line, 17.3. Cavalis next. Cavalis 17.3. Bruges has just started a lap. Rick spun. That's no good for Rick. And he won't have enough battery to go for another lap, so that burner lap there's cost him. Dan's invalidated. Jump on with Bruges. I'm going to blame Glock for Rick having a spin though. He mentioned bottling and Rick's just lost it. Bruges now out the final corner. And 17, 3 thousandths ahead of Cavalis. Jump on with 10 and now he'll be next. Tenor up to P2 though, 16.4, great lap time, 300ths off Flicks. Got Sammy with no time on the board yet, who's on a lap, and Kane Lowry as well. Sammy's further round, so we'll stick on with him. Paulie Orange just started one, Oliver's just started a lap. Where's his retired? Don't know what's happened there. Sammy 17 flat. Kane invalidated. Paulie Orange just a couple more corners to go. Final corner now. And 16.5 puts him up to P3. Kane Lowry has left the session. His invalidation must have been bad. Oliver was invalidated. We've got Glock 2 corners to go now. Oh, activated his DRS there and had a wiggle. out that final corner, but 16.2 goes to the top. They definitely lost a bit of time there as well with that little squirmy back end. Luckman on a lap, a 10th over his time at sector 1, so no improvement there. Or is that the time he's just set? Yeah, he's in medium. His fuel light is flashing rapidly. So that must be the time he's just set. Dan and Pink both out on track now, setting a time. Bocky's out for another. Moritz out on a lap. And Airways is... I don't get what's going on here. Dan now 2 corners to go. Nice through the left-hander. How is he through the right-hander now onto the straight? All under control. DRS on, burning the battery. Up to the line. 17.1 puts in P10. What's Pink got? 15.7. Half a second quicker on his first run. Fucking hell, Pink. Bocky invalidated. Well, it looks like he's going again. He's recharged. Flicks is just about to start a lap. We'll stick on with Bocky. He's the only one currently on a lap, but he now has a flashing fuel light. He's sector 2 split, 1.9 over, so yeah, he's not. He's just trying to get back into the pits, I think. Flicks is invalidated. Bruges on an 8 lap. Oliver is on a lap. He'll be next to set a time. Ooh, a little wide on that. But he's not invalidated this time round. Round the final corner now. Up to the line. Burn everything he's got. And it is a 16 flat. Goes P2. Cavalis invalidated. And an Alpine's just spun in the background. That's Harold. I think he might have wing damage as well though. No visible wing damage, to be fair. But that will have cost him now. Harold won't have a chance at another lap. Bruges is on one, Cavalis is on one. Cavalis is 4.5 tenths over. See how Bruges is 4 tenths under. So 4 tenths and put him around Kieran Mechanical. See if he can keep it up. for the rest of the lap. Yep, he's done better in Sector 2 as well. It's over 6 tenths now. Puts him closer to Bocky and Harold. But he's burnt a lot of battery. Bruges up to the line now. 16.5 ahead of Paulie Orange. P7 for Bruges. That drops Dan to 15, who's on an outlap now. Kane, by the time he's got back in, unfortunately is unable to set a time. Bark up to the line. 16.7 back P10. That drops Dan out. Luckman is on a lap, half a second under. He needs more than that. Sector 2, 8 tenths under. That's more like it, but he still needs more. Luckman now on the run to the line. What is it? 17.2. Moves him up, but only ahead of his teammate. Dan's just started a lap. We'll stick on with him because he is in that drop position at the moment. At P16, he is currently out of Q1, so he needs to improve. Sammy's on an out lap, but because of that slow moving McLaren in Sector 2, I can't see. Dan's 2 tenths quicker in Sector 1. Checkered flags out. Sammy's not made it. So Sammy can't improve. Luckman's out. He's done. Cavalis is done. So it's between Dan and Sammy. Moritz up to P12. See what Dan's got now with these final 2 corners. He should beat him here. And he does. 16.8 puts himself P12. Drops Sammy out. Kieran down to P15. Rick ended up 3rd with a 16.1. That would have been on his second run. Confirmation there. Pink setting the pace. Almost 4 tenths ahead of Oliver and Rick. But losing Sammy, Luckman, Cavalis, Airways and Kane Lowry. Who will be first out on track in this Q2 session? There we go. It's mechanical. Next is Flicks. Oh, they were just ready in Flicks's car. Bocky's just left. It won't let me invite Bocky yet. It says he's still in the lobby. Mechanical now started on his lap. Wrong button. Mechanical burning a lot of battery now in this straight now, but he'll recharge for the next couple of corners. That will give him what he needs to get him over the line. Actually, it's not. Just 16.7. Who's next? Kieran. Kieran at 17.6. I've seen your comment, Dan. Bocky, I've tried inviting you, mate, but it says that you're still in the lobby, so I can't invite you. I've tried it 3 times now. Normally it takes a minute or so before it'll let me invite you, saying that you're still in. But it's still not changed. Oh, Rick off track. And that was on a hot lap, right at the end of his hot lap. So that's no good. We've got Pink coming up as well. Glocker 16.1, Flick 16.2, Harold 16.4, Bark 16.8, Oliver 17.4, Pink 15.8. Pink back-to-back 15s. I'll try firing an invite to the Tier 1 group again, see if you get it. But it won't let me invite you just on your own. Tenor 17 flat. Harold 16.4. But he is going again. As Glock says, within 0.3 of pink unused, must be sandbagging. And Harold back tight of Vizlat, Polly Orange is on one now. Bucky's restarting his console. Let's see if I can invite him yet. There we go. Polly Orange in that sector 3 now. 2 corners to go for his first time in Q2. Looks like a decent lap. 16.4 P4. Just ahead of Harold. Moritz next. Then Dan. I've got to say that white Red Bull does throw me. Oh, Bocky's just left the session again, so he's definitely having some issue. Moritz 16.9. Dan's invalidated. Oliver into the pits. Got Rick on an outlap. I think that's... Oh, it's Pink. I thought it was Dan coming back out. I didn't think Pink could go out again, to be honest. Let's see what Rick can do now. Only a 17.5 on the board, which has him out of Q2 at the moment. He's a 10th under at Sector 1. Flix is retired. He thinks he's done enough. I completely missed Rick's Sector 2 time. Apologies, guys. I am not with it at all tonight. Into the final 2 corners now. Ooh, looked like he had a bit of oversteer then. He's pushing. This will see him through. It's a 16 flat. P2 from Rick. Definitely better on that second run. See what Pink's got. Oh, 6 seconds over. Excuse me. Kieran just started a lap. Kieran Knight, final corner. Don't look like a bad lap, but he's out of ERS, which has cost him massively there. 16.6, puts in P7. So now we've got Tenor. Bocky, 16.9, puts in P10. He's in the dangerous position there. Obviously, he's had issues trying to get back into the lobby. Tenor up to P3, 16.1. Great lap by Tenor there. Oh, Bocky's out. He's not out. He's only. How the hell is he still going? He retired on. Well, yeah, retired where he's stuck. Trying to do a 79-point turn. Track looks quite busy. Bruges, what's Bruges got? 16.2 goes P6, that knocks Mechanical out. Red Bull of, is that Moritz? Moritz, no, Moritz is invalidated. It's Tenor on his way into the pits. Bark next. $16.4, P9, just ahead of Harold. Kieran out. Harold coming up to the line now. $16.1, Harold up to P4. Mechanical in the pits, so Mechanical's out. Moritz is invalidated, so he's out. We've got Dan on a lap. I think Pink's just give him a slipstream there as well. So can Dan knock Bark out? Paulie Orange up to P2 with a 16 flat. Still Pink the only man in the 15s. Dan coming up to the line now. What has he got? 16.6. It's not enough. It's not enough. Bark makes it through. Evening, Harvey, mate. How you doing? Confirmation, a bit closer this time, pink, and half a second covering the top 10, so much closer. Losing Kieran, Dan, Mechanical, Bockett, and Moritz. Here we go now, Q3, this final top 10 shootout. Pink, first out of the pits. He's the only man who's been into the 15 so far. Let's see if anyone else can match him. Anyone can challenge him in this Q3 session. As I said, that Q2 session was much closer. See if we can get closer still this time. And there we go, across the line to start the first lap of Q3. God, he looks quick through there, through turn 1 and 2. Ooh, looked like he had a bit of a wobble then. Curb unsettling the car there, maybe. He's definitely pushing though. Looks tidy now. Maybe he's pushed where he needed to push. Final corner. 15,695. Pull the orange. 15.8. There you go. We got someone else in the 15s. Flick 16.8. A full second back. That is insane. Harold 16.5. Glock's just finishing his outlap. Bruges 16.6. Tenor is just finishing an outlap. Rick's in the oh, he's not in the 15s. It's a 16 flat. I thought Rick had it though. What's Bark got? 16.5. I'll tell you what, Bark's had a good quality here. Oh, sod off, Pink. Oliver, 15.8. Hey, 3 men in the 15s. Pink forgot to change fuel, so that was on 7 laps of fuel. I think you should have to start the races on full fuel. I feel like that would make it better. And what was a 16.6? Tenor invalidated. And here we go, Polly Orange starts. His second and final run in Q3. Sorry guys, Bully Orange 2 temps under sector 2, so that's around Pink's time, but we know obviously Pink were running more fuel. Unfortunately, Bocky's internet's still playing up, so he's unable to take part in the race, so he has had to leave the session. As Glock says, bottle provisional there by skating on the curb at the chicane. Yeah, I'll be honest, mate, you're not the only one that's done it. I've seen a couple of people at the curbs. And there we go, Bully Orange. That's a good lap time, that, at 15.4. That is a very good lap time. Oh, Oliver left the session. What's going on there? He has internet issues and decides to join in. Ten and out with no time on the board. He's only got this one run at it. $16 dead. P4. Harold is not on a lap. Bark has just started one. Oliver's rejoined, but not in time to get out of the pits. What's Bart got at his sector 2 split? A 10th and a half under. And moving up one position as it stands. But I'd expect Glock to be up there as well, so we will have to see how it ends. Pink crosses the line with 27 seconds to go to start his final run. Bark up to the line. 59, great lap from Bark. Dipping into them 15s. Rick's on one. Sorry, apologies. Flicks is next. Then Glock. Then Rick. See what Flicks has got now. Seems decent. Out of the final corner, 16 flat. Glock, 15.8. Rick, 15.4. Oh, okay. Harold, 16 flat. Bruges has invalidated. What has Pink got? He's almost 4 tenths under. Shit. This is quick. Very quick. 15 flat. As Glock said, easy 14 here. And Pink said no. There won't be a 14. He was extremely close. A 15 flat. Jesus, Pink. Jesus. Well, there you go. There we have the top 10. Pink on pole, Rick P2, Paulie Orange and Oliver, second row, Glock and Bark, third row, Tenor and Flicks, fourth row, Harold and Bruges, old teammates, rounding out to top 10. And I will be back before the start of the race. And here we go. Towards the end of the formation lap now. Quick check of tyres. Hard for Flicks, Kieran, Mechanical, Bocky, Airways, Kane Lowry. Bocky's not in the session. Everybody else on the mediums. But here we go for the start of the race. Five lights and away we go. Lights not held long. Good start from Pink. Rick right on him though. Ooh, what happened then? Glock and Paulie Orange fighting there through turn 2. Through turn 1, sorry. But Dan up 3 places. Bocky down 6. He is in AI though, so that makes sense. Kane Lowry at the back. Oh, Airways also in AI. Airways and Bocky both left the session. Kieran down 6 places. Bruges up 2. And Pink's pushing. Pink's pushing. He's trying to break the DRS early. And he's broke Rick already on that first lap. He's used a lot of battery to do it. Lutman, oh, both Saubers in the pits. So it's a double stop. And Lutman's wing's not even been replaced. So that has completely screwed him. Kieran has got wing damage. Moritz has had an issue. Has Moritz disconnected? He's ghosted as well. What is going on here? Says he's still in the lobby. Yeah, sorry, Moritz isn't ghosted now. Maybe he just had a moment. But it looks like we've got a battle for P3. Glock's made it past Paulie Orange. And then there's a DRS train back from P3 down to P11. So no room for mistakes. Mechanical now just almost within DRS of Flicks, which means the battle for P3 would go all the way down to P13 if he can get in there. Paulie Orange has made it back past Glock. Pink is still just pulling away at the front. And Rick is following him. Bark now just dropping out of that DRS to 10er. So, ooh, he's back in. Is it? Has he got it? He does. No Moritz has left the session. Kieran's down 8 places. I think he's made a pit stop. He has. He's repaired that wing damage. Flicks up past Harold. And there's not much going on now. Field's starting to spread a little bit. Paulie Orange still got a lot of ERS left, whereas Glock's burning to stick with him. Kieran's picked up the first time penalty. Glock might be without DRS here as well. He is. So he may be a sitting duck here now for Oliver. No, he's not. He's got enough battery to fight him. Or the wings. But see what happens now in this second DRS. Oliver just, yeah, goes around the outside. Bruges managed to get past Bark on that straight as well. Oliver 1.5 seconds back from Paulie Orange though. And he's no battery. Will Glock be able to get him in this DRS straight, or will he save it for the one into turn 1? Makes sense to save it. He's got a lot more battery than Oliver. Oliver down to 20% now. Airways and Bocky's AI fighting each other. Flicks up past Dan. See what Glock's got now. Yeah, I've tried inviting you a couple of times, Moritz, but same as what was happening with Bocky before, your name's greyed out saying that you're still in the session, so I can't send you another invite. Harold now up past Dan as well. Glock unable to make a move on Oliver. But it don't look like he's burnt any battery, he's been just sitting there. See what he does now. And he's up the inside just before the chicane. Gets that done nicely. And then he'll have a second open of DRS here. And Flicks is out. Flicks has lost it out the final corner at the pit wall. It's a full safety car. It is a full safety car, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Lutman pits, Cavallis pits, Moritz pits. Lutman, I know, needs to replace his wing, which he has done this time. Cavallis got screwed by a double stack again. So not a great day for Kick. Let's see what the leading group do now. Pink into the pits, Rick in, Paulie Orange in, Glock in, Oliver in, Tenor in, Bruges in, Bark in, Harold, Dan, Sammy, yeah, Mechanical in. Even the lads who started on hards, Kane Lowry stays out. That doesn't surprise me. Pretty sure he's still running his tyre allocation from season 2. Flick says he's so bad. Yeah, look, it happens, mate. It happens. We all have them. So Kane staying out on 8-lap old hards, and the 2 AIs of Airways and Bocky staying out on their hards. Everybody else has paid at least once. Go on, bring out the red flag now. End the race. Kane Lowry up 15 places into 5th. That'll do. And while everyone's just forming up under this safety car now, I am gonna run and grab a drink. I'll be back. I don't expect it to be in this lap, but I'll be back before it starts. There we go, the safety car is in this lap. So Pink will start back in the pack up now. And when does he make the decision to go? And he's gone. He's gone. Glock looks like he's got a really good run on Poly Orange. They're side by side, almost into turn one. Glock on the outside, so he backs out. Sammy up past Bocky. Mechanical past Bocky as well. AI. Kane Lowry's done good for keep. Oliver behind him on them fresher tyres. And that could be quite important there. Poly Orange picking up a 3-second penalty. Poly Orange has been so good. Was comfortable in P3 a few laps ago before the safety car came out. But now a 3-second penalty, and him and Glock are just pulling away a little bit from Oliver just because they had Kane Lowry between them. Kane Lowry's all the tyres now starting to show, just dropping down a little bit. He's got his teammate Bart behind him, so I'd expect Bart to get past fairly easily. So Bart did get past Kane, Harold also did. So Kane now, bit of a cork in the bottle. All these guys on fresher tyres wanting to get past. Rick has managed to stick with Pink this time. Poly Orange and Glock as well, all front four all together. Kieran up past Oatman. Bruges now past Kane. Oh, Rick was having a look at a move on Pink there. Thought better of it. Harold past Bark. Oatman back past Kieran. Dan up past Kane. Mechanical now fighting with Oatman. Or Oatman fighting Mechanical. Not even halfway through this race yet, but front four seem to be pulling away. Tenor up past Oliver. Cavalis 3 seconds as well. He's down in 15th, so it's definitely a bad race for him. Himself, Kieran, Lutman all getting wing damage. Rick now taking the lead of the race. Sammy up past Kane. Kieran in the pits. Is that more wing damage? Yeah, it is. So we've got a bit of a battle for P7 as well. Harold, Bark, Bruges and Dan. So 4-way battle for the lead, 4-way battle for P7. Tenor and Oliver were fighting, swapping positions lap on lap for P5. Mechanical now up past Kane. Tenor and Oliver swapping positions again. Pink still behind Rick now. Everything else pretty much as it was. Field is definitely split into different groups now. Glock's still holding on to these front three as well. Paulie Orange with that 3-second penalty, so Glock will just want to stay there for secure another podium. Tenor and Oliver still swapping places. Harold, Bart, Bruce and Dan all in the same positions. There you go, Oliver and Tenor swap again. Kane has gone from, where was he? Third, fifth. From 5th to 13th. Still on them first tyres he started on. Still, as we are just in a bit of a snooze fest at the moment, lads. Sorry for this. Mechanical into the pits off their medium tyres. Luckman coming in as well. A Luckman, 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's not good. Rick seems comfortable at the front at the moment, but I'd say he's not really being challenged by Pink. Pink's not really burning any battery. He's just using that DRS and just sort of staying there. I wonder if any of this front group need to pit again. Have they? No, they've used both tyres. The only person who's not pitted yet is Kane. Who's just into the pits now. Kane comes out in 14th, just behind Mechanical. Well, a few seconds behind Mechanical. He's got Luckman all over him as well. Luckman looking for a move up the inside. Oh, bit of contact. Different tyre compounds, different tyre temps, so probably spurred Luckman on a bit and hampered Kane, but he stays ahead. And Luckman's burnt all his battery as well. Oh, Glock is into the pits for a fresh set of hards. Be interesting to see what the front three do now. Do they react or do they just stay out? So Glock coming back out in P11. He won't want to be held up in traffic, and he's, to be fair, he's only got Sammy ahead of him, and then there's a 4.5 second gap. So it shouldn't cost him too much in terms of traffic. No, leaders stay out. Question is, are they open to go to the end on them? I feel like that is a lot of laps. I think once the hards do around 17, 18 laps, something like that, you're in puncher territory. So, 8 laps left. They're hoping to do 20 laps on them if they're trying to go to the end. Glock might have pulled another master strat there. A big enough undercut, Luckman with 3 seconds as well. A big enough undercut that he should be ahead of them. He should be ahead of them once they pit, and whether or not they'll have enough time, unless they go for the faster tyre, I don't know, but I'll be honest, I think they're going to struggle to make it to the end. if they do make it to the end, the tyre wear is going to be high. And maybe that's why they're able to stick with each other so much, because they're all trying to tyre save a little bit. Glock, fastest lap of the race. He's got Dan ahead now. Yeah, past Dan there, no issue. Pink's going for it. And Pink is up past Rick, but not the cleanest of exits. Looks like they both lost a bit of time there, both had a little bit of a slide. Oh, down with 3 seconds. Still none of them pit. They stay out, which makes me think they're going to the end. I think this is a big ask. I might be wrong, but I think it's a big ask to try and get to the end on the mad. Paulie Orange is starting to struggle now. He's seen going wide and he's losing time. Glock is right on the back of Bruges. Glock is past Bruges before he's even activated DRS. Glock could probably get up to Oliver here without anyone else pitting or having any issues, so he could probably get back to the position he was in. Might be a bit of an ask, there's a 3-second gap now between Tenner and Oliver, but he seems to be flying on them fresh tyres. The lads at the front seem to be having a couple of just little slides, little snaps here and there. Rick's trying to go around the outside of Pink, and he's got it done before the chicane. Second open of DRS for Rick. Glock's now up past Bark. Kieran 10-second penalty. Speeding in the pits. Glock up to P6, right on the back of Tenner now. Still with 4 laps to go as well. Yep, Glock up to P5. I mean, if Glock gets Oliver now, he's not lost anything. Well, actually, Oliver's got a penalty, so Tenner's just picked up a penalty as well. That'll help Harold, Bark and Bruges at the moment. Yeah, Glock's already pulled in 6/10 on Oliver. So he's potentially lost P3 to Poly Orange, but I know his tyre wear on pad is a lot higher, so it makes sense why he went for the gamble. Cavalis in the pits, 17 lap old Hards. Oh, I don't know if he's got a puncture or anything. Who was that then in the grass? Oh, where's AI was on the grass? And Glock is definitely going to get Oliver. Oh, Rick got DRS. Rick got DRS. Off the back marker. Pink won't like that. But we're getting to crunch time now. If them tyres are going to go, it's going to be the next lap. Have they managed to nurse them enough? Glock will be past Oliver on this straight now on that run up to the chicane. And there you go, he is. Still a three-way battle though for this P1. I know Poly Orange has a 3-second penalty, but to see the front three all within DRS still is great. Yellow flag popped up. Who's that at the back? It's Kane Lowry. It's not what I want to see. I don't want to see yellow flags for a Williams. I think they're going to make it. I think they're going to make it, and I'll be honest, I'm extremely surprised. I really thought they'd struggle on them tyres. I thought 17 laps is pretty much puncture range. So these lads hoping to do 20, I thought was a bit out of the question. But has Pink got anything now to challenge Rick on this last lap? Kieran with another 3 seconds. Glock's caught on by another 2 seconds as well since he got past all of that. Has Pink got anything here? He's not gone for it though. Oh, bit of a slide. Rick defends, Pink tries, going round the outside. Both slide, both off. Paulie Orange takes the lead. I think Rick's just give Pink that position back, which it is the right thing to do. Unfortunate though, Rick obviously went defensive, had the inside line, tried to break as late as he possibly could, but yeah, ended up locking up on him and Pink both off track. Glock, he's lost out on the podium, but you know his tyres being on pad and that, his tyres probably wouldn't have got to the end, so he needed to pit. Tenner's penalty moves him down a lot of places. Harold P5, Oliver P6, Bruges P7, Bart P8, Tenner, Sammy, Dan. 21 laps on them hards, that's insane that. I did not expect that. Yeah, fair enough, Glock. I was wondering why everyone stared out, you know, you were the only one to pit, but I remember you saying the other week, certain tracks, you being on pad, you end up with a lot higher tyre wear, so it made sense. And yeah, do you know what I mean? Look where you are, you've ended up probably, I don't know, 6 seconds further back of where you'd have been. If you could have made it to the end, if you'd have stayed in that group, in the exact same spacing you had, you'd have been ahead of Paulie Orange. By saying that, you might have beat both of them with that little move there at the end from Rick and Pink, but Tanner says his rears are on 91%. How have we not seen a puncher there? So I was right in what I was saying. You were definitely in puncher territory from 17 laps onwards. That is insane. There we go, the podium lads celebrate. Most overtakes, driver of the day goes to Kane Lowry from the game. Fastest lap taken by Cavalis. Yeah, so front three, as you were as you started. Pink, Rick, Paulie Orange, Glock. Started P5 up to P4. Tried something different, going for an extra pit stop, but unfortunately it didn't work. Harold P5, Oliver P6, Bruges P7, Back P8, Tenner, and Sammy rounding out the top 10. We have Flicks DNF, Moritz disconnected and was in AI. Airways and Bocky both in AI, so Lutman had a really bad one there. Kieran a couple of penalties as well. Unfortunately, lads, there's not going to be a podium interview as I'm up early for work in the morning, so I do need to get off and go to bed. But thank you everyone who's tuned in. Join us Sunday where Tier 3 will be racing here at Australia at 8 o'clock UK time. And then Tier 1 will be back next Friday at 8:30 racing China, which is also a sprint weekend. So thank you everybody who's commented, everyone who's watched. We'll see you next time.